guys, welcome back to Kumasao Reviews. We got more Legends stuff going. This is I guess this is a third-party company, but they're making add-ons for existing other third-party products. So this is Great Work Studio. He does work that goes in conjunction with a lot of Iron Factory stuff. So his GWN01, which was his just non-transforming Optimus Prime, you had the option of IDW look or the more flame toy stylized IDW look, things like that. This one is actually an add-on kit for their Leo Convoy, which converts it into more of a perfect effect T Beast style look, because that's where Perfect Effect got it from, or whatever, the T Beast art book. But yeah, that's what this conversion kit's for. In terms of what it comes with out of the box, I believe these are hip pads here. Then there's a shoulder pad, the Lionhead shoulder pad. These two pieces emulate the guns that hang off the back of the Perfect Effect tail plate, I guess, butt plate. I don't exactly know what this one's for. I don't know if it's a replacement cod piece that replaces that or what, but it obviously tabs in somewhere. It looks like a crotch-ish piece, and of course the giant sword. So I do wish that this, well, you can actually see the crotch piece right there. So it is the crotch piece, the two shoulder pieces. The ones that I'm gonna have to kind of do some looking around and see where they're go actually then are these two pieces here. And again, I don't know if they're the only places, well, they tab in somewhere. They look like butt plate pieces, but let's go. They don't come with instructions or anything like that either, so maybe I'll have to Google some pictures or something like that. We'll see.
Okay, and we've got him all put together now. And yeah, that was a cod piece there. Those two smaller pieces go into the side of the thighs. I actually didn't need to look anything up. It was pretty blatant once I kind of looked around the figure. But everything snaps on pretty well. I will say the two back blaster things, I did have to boil those so that they pegged in. One of these, after I boiled it, I don't know if it's malformation or what, but yeah, it went in pretty loose. So I went ahead and put some Kiki joint fix on it, and it's been like a whole 5 minutes maybe, and it's already fixed up or whatever. The stuff actually starts to work pretty quick, even though you're supposed to let it set. But yeah, he's got the sword in hand. Unfortunately, there's not a sword holster that comes with this, which is surprising because they kind of take this stuff to the nines or whatever. So I was surprised to see or any place for it to peg or anything like that. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, so, I mean, there he be. We already went over the articulation and stuff like that in the original review video, but I mean, yeah. And then when it comes to the lion head, like that opens and closes, pretty straightforward stuff, man. So, yeah. Alright, and here he is next to the Neo Art Toys Origin Leonidas. It's a knockoff with improvements of the Perfect Effect Origin Leonidas, but again, this is a more original take on the original T-Beast art. The original Leonidas is pretty direct copy, this and that. This gives it more of a, not necessarily G1, but more of a Beast Wars 2 vibe, just with the alternate head, chest, things like that. But yeah, I don't have the original Leonidas to compare to because I think that would be a more apt comparison. But yeah, there they are next to each other. And alright, so here's its alt mode. And if you notice, I had to take the shoulder piece off because there was a clip right here that went ahead and broke on that piece, and unfortunately that's kind of what you get with these 3D printed products. Great Works is already sending me a replacement part, but yeah, between that and just getting the product, Iron Factory's Leo Convoy from Robot to Alt mode, this has been pretty much a nightmare. So I'm not going to go through any articulation or anything like that. On the piece itself, like we went over, the mouth moves, as you can see there, and the guns can rotate up and down. But yeah, maybe I'll do an update when I get the replacement part, just so you guys can see how it looks. All put together in alt mode with the alternate tailpiece, but I mean, for the most part, it doesn't lose too much aesthetically in this mode. All right, and again, this has been Great Work Studio, GW number 2. This is parts for Iron Factory's Leo Convoy. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name for their product off the top of my head, but what we're reviewing is the upgrade parts. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw outside of that tab on the shoulder piece breaking. Pretty solid kit. The fitment is very good. Again, outside of that tab on that shoulder piece, which was too large. In Great Work Studio, they do stand behind their sending replacement parts and this and that, or a replacement part, so that's not an issue. But unfortunately, since it's being sent from overseas and time is of the essence, you know, I want to get this done as soon as possible, and I'll update and let you guys know how the replacement parts work and stuff like that. But for now, you know, it's hard. I recommend it, but I recommend buying it under the pretense that you know what you're buying. So don't buy things like this, these 3D printed products, even though they're 3D printed in mass and sold in bulk and to multiple people and stuff like that. They're still 3D printed personal projects. So tolerances, plastic expanding, warping, things like that, it's bound to happen with 3D printed stuff because they're not inside of an injection mold where they're compressed and they don't have that fullness and thickness of injection molded plastic and stuff like that too. And if you're familiar with 3D printed products, you know that they're quite solid, but at the same time, it's not the same as something that's like ABS, injection molded, etc., etc. And that could be a whole nother video. Not going to get too into it there, but again, just have an idea of what you're getting if you get this kind of stuff. This has been another Kumastyle review. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Check out the written review and gallery on kumastyle.com, and I'll see you next time.